Hey, what's up, family? Today I want to talk to you about fortune tellers and readings. Fortune tellers and readings. Um, there's a lot more to this than you perceive it to be. Um, Fortune tellers and readers are pretty much the same thing. And what it is they are, you are allowing them, if you could say you get a reading or, whatever, you are allowing them to tap into your Akasha records. Tap into your Akasha records. You are giving them permission to go in there. I'm going to make a video about Akasha records here, probably after this one. But when you give someone permission to tap into your Akasha records, they can go and choose whatever timeline they want you to go experience. Because remember, there's many different timelines that you can experience. And when you go into the Akasha records, there's many choices that you can make. But it's only you are the one that's supposed to be making these choices and nobody else. But because of these fortune tellers and readers, this gives somebody else empowerment over you, so then they can choose your path for you. So, and this is why, if you go to a really good fortune teller or reader, they really know how to do this, and this is why things happen. Why what they said comes true. Because not only is it because you believe them, okay, you have that mindset that this stuff's going to happen, but you have allowed them to choose that path for you. So it's going to happen anyways. And this is the same way with readings, like with the whole alignment of the planets and stuff like that. Now, it is true that we do get energy and waves from the planets, because it's like I always say, as is below, so is above. It's the same thing. What is happening out there is happening down here. It's happening inside of us. What's inside of us is what the universe is. So it's all connected, and we're always connected. But the readings that these planets, that these people are giving you, is giving you that mindset that this stuff's going to happen. Say, I don't know, just an example. Say that Saturn overshadows the moon or something like that, and there's going to be a disturbance of the ego or something like that. If you're familiar with astronomy or the astronomy readings, whatever, that's what you hear. And a lot of times when you watch these things, either it does happen or it doesn't happen. Because I know I've watched quite a few astronomy readings, and that's not what I was experiencing at all. Not one bit. So that gave me the conclusion that, people are giving these readings to give you this certain state of mind, to allow you to stay on either their path or just to create a unity path. And a unity path is what we want, but we have to make sure it's not being controlled or tampered with. And that's a really interesting subject to be aware of, is to make sure that we're not being controlled. Because the reality that we're set in right now is a controlled reality. It's controlled by a set state of mind. a set state of mind. So since everybody's in that state of mind, that's why we have the reality we have right now. Limitations, um, people controlling over other people, the whole leadership, that pedestal of, oh, this person's down here, but this person controls this person, and then up here controls this person, and then up here controls this person. It's just a controlled, dividing system, mindset, and people are still in that mindset, and they just don't think that there's limitless things that you can do because you're a limitless being. You're a creator, and the Akashic Records is a program, and like I said, I'll talk about the Akashic Records here after this video. But yeah, this is just to make you aware that fortune tellers and readers, stay away from them. Just stay away from them because they are tapping into your Akashic Records without permission. But they fool you in it because you're not. If you go into fortune tellers and readers, it's because you don't have confidence in yourself. You don't love yourself, and you're not giving yourself enough trust in finding out, what's needs to happen, what's going to happen. Because if you got out in nature and you're looking within yourself, you don't need nobody to tell you what's going to happen because you already know what's going to happen, what's taking place. This is very important. And this took me a while to get to that state. It takes a while because it's learning to trust and love yourself. Trusting the information that you are receiving, from Mother Nature, from the Father, which is the Son, the true Son, universal Son, and universally. You're always connected universally. You got to put your whole trust in that. Not trust in people, not trust in what stories that humanity has made for yourself, or what they've said is from a higher state of being, or things of that nature. It's trusting in yourself, trusting in your own being, because everything is you, is your being, and that's why you have to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, then you're lost. That's just straight up facts. If you have to look towards somebody else for answers, then you're lost and you don't trust the information you're receiving. And that brings up another video I'll make too, in understanding information that you're receiving, realizing that it's not, that there's two ways of getting information, but the true information is from Mother Nature, the Father, which is the universal Son, and the universe, and yourself. That's the only information. Outside information is totally different. You can learn a lot of good things, but it's not to be taken to heart. And I'll make a video about that too, if I remember. But yeah, it's just learning to trust yourself that is key in this whole thing, because everything is you, and it's going to come down to the 0 point back to you. It's just going to be you. I mean, there's not going to be no Bill or Sally or Jane or Ted. There's not going to be anybody else but you at that 0 point. So you have to trust in yourself, because we're getting closer and closer and closer to this 0 point, and it's going to be you, just you, and darkness. And I'll talk about that too. But yeah, so you need to learn to trust yourself. Like I said, stay away from readers. And if you are a watcher of my videos and you are a reader, become aware of this, that you are universally illegally tapping into people's Akashic records and changing individuals' paths, and that's wrong. So it's something you need to look into. Now, saying that, if you're a reader, there is good by it. Okay, now there is good by it, and you can use it in a good way. So don't get me wrong about this, but you can use this in a good way, by leading people into a more positive situation. So since you're aware that you're tapping into other people's Akashic records, you can view your readings differently and help the individual out to a more positive nature. Because I mean, if there's people coming to you for readings, that means because they don't love themselves and they don't trust themselves, and they're wanting to fill that that void that they feel, because they're searching for answers. So you can help them by giving them more of a positive situation, since you're tapping into their Akashic records. And this will be a good exercise for your readers, is to look through all the possibilities and then find the positive one, and then give them suggestions. Don't tell them that this is going to happen, blah, 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 but give them suggestions on how they can improve their life in a more positive manner, in a more loving themselves and trusting in themselves, so then they can have more confidence in themselves. So that's something to think about, if you're a reader, to do in your readings. But yeah, just become aware that you are tapping into the Akashic records, and it is illegal. So it's not, it's against universal contract. So just become aware of that. But if you discuss with the person that you're giving the reading to, of what you're doing, then you can, as a whole, you can use that person and you can benefit each other, and then kind of explore into that positive structure to help them out. So stuff to think about, really, stuff to think about. But yeah, but just want to make you aware about these readings, and how they tap into the Akashic records. I think that's pretty much about it for this. So if you got any questions, let me know. If you're a reader, got questions, let me know. But yeah, if you're a reader, just go ahead and explore and look deeper into it, and you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, I'll go ahead and leave it on that. I love y'all very much. Namaste. 13 love to y'all, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.